G'day friends, and welcome to our Anything Goes Saturday, where Robbie and I share a project that created with what we have in our stash. Now I'm just going to try and fix this up before we start, and hopefully I get it right. Nope, I've made it even worse, eh? That's better. So we'll see how long that lasts. Okay, so I've been playing with the Echoes of the Outback card making kit this month, and we're going to continue with that again. Just a minute, I'll make sure we got everything in focus. Okie dokie. So I've pre-cut a couple of pieces of cardstock and our envelope and pattern paper. And we've got coloured cardstock, which is part of this bundle, cardstock bundle, and it's called Brick Wall. Okay, I'm hoping it will go, and I think it will. So that's what we're going to use. And I've also embossed a piece of white smooth cardstock with the Foliage embossing folder from Uniquely Creative as well. And that's it there. It's a pretty folder actually. So that's it. I'm not sure whether you can see that or not, but it's a pretty dainty folder, but you could use it for any occasion. Okay, so first up we're going to grab our pattern paper and we're going to put this down here like that. Okie dokie. Now I'll have everything in the box, in the description box below, including a link to Robbie's project too. So make sure you click on that link to check out to see what she's created. And then we're going to grab this piece. Now, I thought I had, just hold on, I'll just see if I can grab a piece, eh? This looks like it's the perfect width. Yep. Okay. I did have a piece cut, but I must have put it away when I put the cardstock away. What did I say it was? Red brick. That's it. So we're just going to put that there. And we might chop a little bit off, I think. I think it's just a little bit too wide for me. So we'll just grab our trimmer. And we'll just chop a little bit off. That's better. I'm not one for thick or big borders. I like the thinner ones. Then what we're going to do, I'm doing something a little bit different today. We're going to put this across here like that. Okie dokie. And we'll put it down. Whoops. We'll put it down towards the bottom, probably about an inch from the bottom. Okie dokie, making sure it's lined up and it's nice and straight. Now I have put a little bit of extra glue on this panel only because we've got an embossed panel, hey? And that way it'll make sure that it's nice and something to grab onto. And we're going to put this here, like that. Okay, so we'll put this down. Now you could have chopped that off then if you wanted to, but I'm going to chop it off all together. And again, I'm lining that up and I'm pressing down a little bit harder. Okay, and we'll grab our trimmer again, or you can just chop it off with scissors if you wanted to, but I'm just going to use our trimmer. Actually, I'm going to just grab the guillotine. I always seem to get a better cut with the guillotine, especially when I'm chopping through a couple of pieces of paper and cardstock. Okay, just get rid of that sticky bit. We're going to stick this to our layer of brick wall. Is that what it was called? Did I say that? Yeah, brick wall. That looks like it's still a little bit long. That's better. And there's just a fine, probably 1/8 of an inch. I still haven't got that right. Just hold on a bit. Better, eh? That looks nice and straight all the way around the edges, and then we can stick this down now. And again, I'm going to use a little bit of extra adhesive. Only because of the embossing. I like to have that embossed layers really, the glue really get into the back of it. Okay, so that's done. Then we can put this to our base card, eh? Whoops. Our base card, this is our base card. Making sure we have it the right way, of course. I'm very good for putting it upside down and back the front. that's done. Now these pieces are for the inside and our envelope. Okie dokie. So now we'll bring in our creative cuts and we'll create a collage, for our card. I've got bits and pieces, so whether or not we'll use them all, who knows. So I'm thinking this will go here, just there like that, and then we'll work our floral images. Actually, we might bring, no, I want that there. Then we'll work our floral images around this sentiment layer. I'll put that there. That can go there. Actually, you know what? Let's put this down first, We're going to pop this up. Sometimes you have ideas in your head and you've got to play around with them until you think it looks okay. And we're going to do a couple more along the top here. I'll cut this in half. I'm all thumbs today. It's a bit cool here this morning, so I'll put that aside there. We're going to stick this down. I can't get her. Okay. Mama can go there. We're going to pop our flowers up. Okay. So that can go here. Just there like that. We will then put, actually, we're not going to use these. I'm really making a mess of this today. We're going to put glue on the left side, sorry. Because the flowers are popped up, we want to make all this nice and even, So we only need the dimensionals on the right side and the adhesive on the left side. Okay, so that's done. Then I'm thinking we don't want to cover the Joey up. We can put that there. So we'll pop that up. just there like that. And we've got a couple of these, so we could easily use these. I'm just going to maneuver the petals so that they're poking up a little bit, I think. Or the ones that aren't tucked under. Oh, I've covered up Joey then. I don't want to cover Joey up. Yeah. So that's done. And then I think what we might do is add a couple more. I was going to add a couple of tags too. I suppose we could still do that. No, let's leave that off. Do you know what? I think we might just leave it as is. And we'll finish it off with a little bit of bling, eh? So that's done. We've got ribbon here. Now what do I do with the ribbon? Here it is. Let's use some of that, eh? Just get some blue dots. And we'll tie a small bow. This is pretty ribbon actually. It's a real sandy colour, I suppose you'd call it. Oops. Now, if you don't have the same supplies as what I'm using, you could easily do this layout with what you have in your stash. So just copy the layout and then create your card using what you have. You'll be surprised actually, because it'll be a totally different card to what I've created. And I'm thinking we might just put that right there, hey? Where's our mini glue dots? I'm going to put a couple on actually. Yeah. Just trim this off a little bit more. Just say just there. That's done. And where are our bling? And these are the wine pearls that go with this collection. And we'll grab our doobie dacker and we'll add some of these too, eh? One. They change colour, these things. They're really pretty actually. I might put one right there. Two. Let's do one there. And that is our card for today. We finally got there, but it's a very simple one. And as I mentioned, use the same layout, but use what you have in your stash to create your version, okay? And to check out Robbie's project, don't forget to click on the link in the description, and I will have all the details on on my blog on Tuesday, as well as the measurements in the description below. Okay, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day. See ya. Hooray.